What's up, everybody? This is my follow-up video to my review for my 3Mirrors console safe for my 2015 through 2020 F150. As you can see, it is installed. Couple quick notes. I'll try and make this short and sweet. I've already done the review video, so if you want to see, all the pieces and parts and components and initial impressions, be sure to check out my other video. But a couple follow-ups to that video. As you can see, here is the hinge piece. The holes are as big as, what they were, in the initial impressions video. But if you see, they're so far towards the back of the console that you're never going to be able to see in, even with the use of a flashlight. Like I say, if you shove everything towards the middle of the front, the lid doesn't allow you to get like the perspective of looking back to front, so you're not going to really get any quality vantage points through that hinge. One interesting discovery, and I found a workaround, was the USB whip that comes attached. My actual console did not have a USB port. It had a standard traditional cigarette lighter, and so that USB whip is just affixed to the vault with two hex head screws, which I removed, and then I just got two self tappers from the garage and flipped around that shroud piece that you see there to cover up the hole. So, if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't notice that anything was ever going on with it. Knowing that that's what I did, you can now see that it sticks out, but it doesn't bother me a bit, and the hole is closed. I have my finger over the dial because I have my code in already, and I don't want to put that on YouTube, obviously, but to open it, this spring is heavy duty. The lid opens extremely nice. The bottom portion is extremely heavy duty. I do not feel like you're going to be able to tamper. Installation took about maybe 10 minutes. And that's probably being generous. It was super easy to install. So these self-tappers attach those brackets. And then the brackets bolt to the lid this way. I cannot begin to express. I'm going to go ahead and close it now. There's really nothing to see in there. There's my cigarette lighter as opposed to a USB on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and mix up my code here. Hang on one second. Remove the phone. Mix up my code here so as not to put it on eBay YouTube for the world to see. But one thing I wanted to make note of as far as regards to installing this thing is how quality the fitment is. When you install it, you lay the lid down into the console first, and then you pull it up before attaching those bracket arms. And just pulling it up, it is such a perfect fitment around the edges of that console that the bracket arms aren't even necessary to hold it in place. It pressure fits itself so snugly in there. I cannot begin to tell you how impressed and pleased I am with my purchase. Again, this is the only little, not perfect part of this install, but again, it doesn't bother me not one bit, and it's no worse for wear. Like I say, this piece was over here, and that's where you actually plugged in your USB device, and I just flipped it to cover up the hole that's in the shroud on this side, and then self-tapped it in place. It's super simple, guys. I couldn't be more impressed, and for $100 as opposed to, $400 or $600 for some of the name brand or digital combo ones, I think you'd be a fool to spend the extra money. It takes, when entering your code here, it takes maybe 5 to 10 seconds. So, if you're traveling with your firearm, they sell the brackets that you can put here that are magnetic. And if you're really worried about time, I would recommend getting one of the magnetic brackets to travel with your firearm here so that you can have it. This is more for just storing if you go to a place that has a placard on the wall that says no firearms permitted. This is for storing when you don't need it or when you can't have it. And like I say, I'm very impressed. Couldn't be more pleased, and I highly recommend. All right, hope that helps you guys out. Have a good day.